there's two options. You trade down if MHJ is gone with the benefit of the QB tax on Jaden Daniels or Drake May, or you take Marvin Harrison Jr. The Cardinals have Marvin Harrison Jr. number 1 on their board. Let me repeat that. He's the top player. They love him. Jonathan Gannon loves him. They talked about him throughout the course of the college football season. Kyler Murray loves him. I'm sure Austin Ford loves him. And again, we got people here in this local market that I respect talking about trade down regardless. That is not happening. He's the number 1 player of the last 2 drafts. And if you are so fortunate, you go down on your hands and knees to the football gods that he's available to you at pick 4, then you take him. What are we, if we're not in the business of drafting players like Marvin Harrison Jr. when they're available, disband the franchise. No longer, you cannot compete. Go to the CFL or go to the XFL or whatever the hell it's called and be a sub-tier non-NFL franchise. You should have your NFL franchise revoked if you're Michael Bidwell. And guess what? Michael Bidwell, sure as hell wants Marvin Harrison Jr. to sell tickets. He's sick of seeing Seahawk fans and Niner fans take over a stadium. You want to reinvigorate this fan base, get MHJ to sell you tickets. That is an easy layup. Have that marketing campaign ready to go weeks before the draft. So respectfully, again, I am fine with the scenario of a trade down if he's not there. In fact, I feel like it's a mandate. And I know Austin Ford can pull it off because as much as people love Will Anderson Jr., he got a team to trade up and trade premium picks for a non-quarterback. Like, he can make it work with Jaden Daniels or Drake May. But it's a laughable take. Stop talking like this is an option, people. Reputable media members who I respect. Guys, talk it through. Not happening at all. Not happening.
It beautifully said by my co-host Johnny Venerable, no doubt about it. Like if Marvin Harrison Jr. is there at 4 and you trade down, it's as you said, fireable offense. It's organizational malpractice, and what's the main reason for trading down, and what's the main reason for acquiring assets?
To get an elite player.
Yes, to get an elite player, to package him together.
We just have all the picks in the 7th round. Let's just own the 7th round.
At that point, like, you become somebody working at TGI Fridays and Chili's, and you've got flair. You've got flair, and you just have flair to have flair, and that's why you have assets. Look at all my assets. Look at all of them. Aren't they cool?
That is a great asset. The PHNX Southwest Bias.
This is. Yeah, it absolutely is. This is one of my favorite assets, and I'm not going to give it up because it's one of my premium players, right? But it's like, I have all of these, but for what? If you're when it comes to it, and the player presents himself to you, he shows himself to you. He's like, hey,
he wants to be on the team. He wants to play for this franchise that was charging players money for food up until 12 months ago. Accept him, Cardinals. They're going to. I don't know. Like, I'm not talking to Austin Ford and Gannon and Michael Bidwell. They've got this shit figured out. Everybody else, wake up. I know we have to fill airwaves for the next 3 months before the draft, and that's tough for some people. Not this show. It's like, print the jersey now. Jaden Daniels becomes a Patriot tomorrow. Print the jersey now. If the Patriots trade their pick to Minnesota or Vegas, do it now. Come on. We can have fun and intrigue at pick 27. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a discussion on pass rusher. Should they take a guard? Is that valuable? I know that's not sexy and doesn't do ratings and headlines, but good hell, what are we doing? If the best player of the last 2 drafts is available to you at 4 and fits a need, probably should take him.
No, you should take him. That's just a problem. Take him. Submit the card. I mean, yeah, you're going to see people try to tap dance around it and create, different storylines that are not realistic, and they're kind of straw man arguments. You can just poke right through them, right? But this show's already talking about what number Marvin Harrison Jr. should wear if the Cardinals get the opportunity in the draft.